And that statement
Okay.
may come back to bite me, but I'm just thinking about like realistically how many companies are over a trillion market cap right now? You look at the 11 companies and you look how much revenue they generate. I mean, I don't know.
And they're growing too, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 2035 is a little late, but I don't know. I don't think that a 20 billion revenue, like I have a big problem with the SpaceX IPO. I have a really big problem with it. It's
Mhm.
really annoying the hell out of me. I think people are going to get hurt. Now, maybe they're not. Maybe a lot of people are going to come in and buy it. But $18.5 billion going public at 2 trillion, if you give them a 50% margin, oh, okay. So 9.25 billion in EBITDA at a 50% margin, they could grow their EBITDA by 10x. They're not doing what Meta does. Meta does Meta's not a $2 trillion company. And
Mhm.
they just grew revenue 33%.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing makes no sense with SpaceX. It's getting an Elon multiple for no reason.
Wait, Meta's not a $1 trillion company?
No,
What are you
no,
talking
they're
about?
not a $2 trillion company.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're
That
like
makes
one
sense.
six, 1.7.
That's because everyone's just always worried that Zuckerberg's gonna go on like this
No, but
spending
think
spree
about
and
it.
yeah.
But think about it. SpaceX at $9.5 billion of EBITDA, and I don't even know if that's the EBITDA. I'm giving them a 50% multiple.
Yeah.
They could 10x the EBITDA and still not generate the EBITDA of Meta, yet they're going to IPO as a bigger company than Meta. Like, what world do we live in?
I mean, Tesla's a $1.2 trillion company.
Does not make sense.
I mean, the one thing I'll give Tesla is there's a lot more moonshots in Tesla that people kind of can gravitate towards.
I thought the
But this is
story was
all
energy. Energy isn't growing anymore.
they're always pivoting their story. It's never just one single thing. Like, look at this thing. Like, this run up right here was unprofitable EV to EV manufacturer in the US. The market ran it. It kind of went down. And then they said energy storage slash solar. So then it started to make a run again. And then there was like Optimus bots, like they were going to do Optimus. And then that kind of like robotics is like a theme. So like the thing about Elon is that Elon is always willing to put money in towards like different themes, and usually whatever the theme is, he's usually ahead of the curve.
I'm not saying he's not ahead of the curve. The problem I have with it is, do we really like he came in now, unless this was an AI thing? He came out and said the other day that within 36 months, they'll have data centers in space.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you trust Elon and his his time,
I'm just saying, I'm still waiting for full FSD.
the one thing about Tesla is that they have plenty of cash. Did you see their cash pile?
Yeah, because they keep diluting shareholders. Look at the freaking float.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
It's not
see.
like
I
they're
see.
earning the cash.
Yeah, look at this $44 billion in cash.
But okay, bring up the share count though in a chart.
Sure.
You know, that cash is because they keep diluting shareholders,
Yeah. Look at
which I
that.
would do the
Oh,
same thing if I was Elon. I would do the same thing. I'm not fighting it. I would do the same thing.
listen, if people are willing to pay you a premium on your shares, why would you want to buy
100%.
them? Just keep stacking them as much as you can.
If they're going to dilute and the shares are not going to fall, keep stacking. Throw that money on the balance sheet. Use it to build
Yeah.
out what you need to build it out. So what is this? Shares versus what?
This is revenue. So,
Okay.
according to analysts, their revenues are supposed to start spiking in the next couple of years. So in 2026, they're going to grow a little bit. And then 27 and 28, this is just analyst projections. They're going to do 140 billion. Now, the operating profit that they have has been declining. So they did operating profit about 13 billion in 2022, and then since then it's 8, 7, 4, 4, 5. I mean, they're a hardware business, so operating margins are going to be light. The gross is going to eat away most of it. But like I said, Elon's got as much firepower as he needs to.
He's Elon.
He's Elon.
I'm
I
not
don't know
saying he
if you
shouldn't get a premium, everybody, but the math is not mathing.
Yeah. Cash from operations is about 15 billion, almost 16 billion, but their SBC, it's not that high. Depreciation is what eats most of their thing, and their capex. Look at this capex. Elon's just builds, man.
Yeah. Now, granted, I will say, I think Tesla has the potential to become the largest company in the world in the next decade. But
Yeah.
that depends on Optimus being deployed full scale because I do not believe anybody can out manufacture Tesla. I do not believe it. My own opinion is Tesla is going to win the humanoid robotics game.
You don't think Figure or what's the
Uh,
other ones?
I'm not saying they're not going to make money, but at large scale, I don't think they have the capital. I don't think they have the engineering. I don't think they have the expertise. Tesla's got everything rolled up into one. And here's the thing that makes me comfortable with Tesla. They went against Ford and GM when nobody thought it was possible. And they
Yeah.
scaled an EV company and they won for quite a while. And they proved that they can deploy manufacturing. I'm pretty damn sure that they're going to win the humanoid robot deployment. And if they do, I think that really scales into the largest company in the world. But there's a lot of ifs there.